Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be discussing most important MCQs related to transformers. These questions I have selected from Assistant Engineer and Assistant Electrical Inspector examination. Question paper code and date of exam is given here. Let us discuss one by one. Moving on to the first question. A single phase transformer is rated at 100 kVA, 5000 bar 250 volt. The full load copper losses are 2 kilowatts and iron losses are 1 kilowatts. The load kVA for maximum efficiency is. We have four options. You would like to find out the right answer. Before that, you need to know what do you mean by transformer efficiency and what is a condition for maximum condition for efficiency. Let us go to the explanation. So, transformer efficiency is nothing but output power upon input power. It is nothing but output power divided by output power plus losses. Or else, if you consider the losses, you can write like this: output power divided by transformer. There are two type of losses: iron losses and copper losses. So, if you elaborate the formula, you will be getting like this: V2I2 cos phi 2 upon V2I2 cos phi 2 plus Pi plus Pc, where Pi is known as iron loss. It is a sum of hysteresis losses and eddy current losses, and Pc is nothing but copper losses. If X is a fraction of full load, then efficiency of the transformer can be written as X times output upon X into output plus Pi plus X square into Pc. If you elaborate in a mathematical term, X into V2I2 cos phi upon X into V2I2 cos phi 2 plus Pi plus X square into I square Re. Okay. Now, condition for maximum efficiency. So you have to apply the formula like iron losses equal to copper losses. That is a condition for maximum efficiency. If you apply the condition for maximum efficiency, you will be getting the expression like this. Let us note down this formula. This is one formula. Similarly, another formula is also available. This is most important. That is called eta maximum, condition for maximum efficiency, that is given by square root of Pi divided by Pc, where Pi is known as iron losses and Pc is called copper loss into full load kVA. So this is the condition for maximum efficiency. Now let us go back to the question and please remember this formula in your mind. I'll be going back to the question which I have given for you. So here you can observe what is the condition for maximum efficiency. Eta maximum is equal to square root of iron loss divided by copper loss into full load kVA. Now let us apply. So what is iron loss? Here iron loss is given, that is 1 kilowatts divided by what do you mean by the second part? Pc. Pc is nothing but copper loss. Copper loss is given by 2 into what is a full load kVA. Full load kVA is available in the question, that is 100 kVA. Directly substitute 100. Okay, 1 by 2, square root of 1 by 2 into 100. You can simplify. That means square root of 1 is nothing but 1 divided by root 2. I'll be writing like this for my convenience, into 100. Please solve this. That means multiply root 2 on numerator and denominator. So 100 root 2 divided by 2. So 2, it will be cancelling for 50, right? 50 root 2. That means 50 into, what is the value of root 2? 1.414. So please calculate this. Okay, 50 times 1.414. It will be how much? 70.7 kVA. So the answer is 70.7 kVA. So you have to do the answer fastly. Otherwise, you will lose the time. Within 1 minute, you are supposed to complete. Less than 1 minute, you are supposed to complete the answer. So right answer is 70.7 kVA. So that's the right answer. If you are having any queries, you can put up in the comment box. So remember the formula: eta max equal to square root of Pi by Pc into full load kVA. Let me discuss about another question. A three-phase 100 kVA transformer is composed of three separate transformers connected in delta-delta. If one of the unit is getting damaged and it is operated in open delta, the rating will be 50 kVA, 100 kVA, 86.6 kVA and 57.7 kVA. So you should know what is open delta connection. Okay, you have to know what is open delta connection. So let me have a recall. Let me recall the information related to open delta connection. It is also known as VV connection. Similarly, if one of the transformer of delta delta that is removed and three-phase supply is connected to the primary like this. So this is a circuit diagram, symbolic diagram for open delta. This is the way how to represent open delta. So a few more things you have to remember about open delta. So due to the connection, three equal three-phase voltage will be available at the secondary terminal on no load. Okay, that is one fact. In this method of transforming three-phase power by means of only two transformer is called open delta connection, or you can call VV connection. Okay, it will be doing in some cases and it is economical. So this method of, but there is a constraint. Why I should say that it is economical, that I will tell you later. This method of transforming three-phase power by means of only two transformers is generally called open delta connection, or you can call VV connection. Okay, so let me elaborate. You need to note down one important point. One important point to be noted that the total load that can be carried by an open delta bank is not 2/3 of the capacity of delta bank, but it is only 57.7%. This is very, very important. Please do underline this. So let us write this expression in the mathematical formula. I am going to show you the mathematical expression. If you know the mathematical expression, you can directly answer that particular question which I have given in the question paper. Second question, VV capacity by delta delta capacity is nothing but 57.7%. Very, very important. Please note down. The second thing is operating capacity, ratio of operating capacity to the available capacity is equal to 86.6%, or you can call 0.866. This is also known as utility factor. Operating capacity to the available capacity, 0.866. Similarly, one more terminology you have to remember. Total load in open delta divided by volt ampere rating of the transformer, that is given by √3. It is nothing but 1.732. So these three things you have to remember. Any cost, definitely if you know this terminology, definitely you can answer for second question. So here three-phase 100 kVA transformer is composed of three separate transformers connected in delta delta. If one of the units is getting damaged and it's operated in open delta, the rating will be, of course, I can go for 57.7 kVA. Okay, so the right answer is option D. I can go for option D. So remember what is an open delta and the corresponding terminologies. Moving on to the third question. A 160 kVA and 315 kVA transformers are operated in parallel to share the load in the proportion to the ratings. Their efficiency should be equal, copper loss should be equal, per unit impedance should be equal, impedance should be equal. You should know what is why parallel operation is required. What are the advantages and disadvantages? What are the conditions? So let us familiar the conditions. So you have to follow the following condition if you wanted to do the parallel operation to satisfy the load requirement. Same percentage impedance and X by R ratio, that should be done. That should be followed. Identical position of tap changer has to be maintained. Same kVA rating. Two transformer, if you wanted to do the parallel operation, kVA rating should be same. Phase angle shift should be same. Same frequency rating. The same polarity. Same phase sequence has to be followed. What are the advantages? Obviously, it increases the efficiency, more flexible system, and it is reliable. Regarding the drawback, you are connecting the transformers in parallel. Obviously, short circuit current will be increased. Okay, so these are the pros and cons of parallel operation. Altogether, if you look at it is really economical. Okay, please recall the same question. 160 kV and 350 kV transformers are operated in parallel to share the load in proportion to the rating. So tell me the answer. Here I need to consider PU impedances of the transformer should be equal. Okay, I can go for option C. Remaining things are not required. No need to take care about remaining parameters. You take care only the third parameter. PU impedances should be equal to follow the parallel operation. I hope it is very clear. Let me discuss about question number 4. An auto transformer having a transformation ratio of 0.7. So let me call the transformation ratio is equal to 0.7 or 70%. Both are fine. And it supplies a load of 20 kilowatts. 20 kilowatts. Okay, 20 kilowatts. The power transferred inductively from the primary to the secondary. Okay, so you should understand what is the auto transformer. So I have collected some information about auto transformer. For an auto transformer, power is transferred partially inductively and partially conductively. Thus, out of the total power, the power transferred inductively that is given by 1 minus K into total power. Okay, it is a single winding transformer. Okay, we have only one winding that is divided into two segments, primary and secondary, unlike the conventional type of transformer. There is a saving in copper in case of auto transformer. Clear? Now, power transferred inductively that is given by 1 minus K into total power. Here I need to calculate power transferred inductively. So 1 minus K, K means 0.7, 70% into. So what is total power? Total power delivered to the load is 20 kilowatts. So do the calculation. 1 minus 0.7, that is nothing but 0.3. 0.3 into 20. 0.2 into 20 is nothing but 6 kilowatts. Hope you have got the answer. Similar kind of questions can be expected. Answer is 6 kilowatts. Let me find out the option. Answer is 6 kilowatts is the right answer. Okay. So which one should I choose? So I have definitely have to go for 6 kilowatts. Option B is the right answer. Hope you got my point. So likewise, I have quoted one more problem for you, one more question to you. If you want, I will show you afterwards. Then question 5. A transformer can have 0 voltage regulation at leading power factor, lagging power factor, unity power factor, 0 power factor. So what do you mean by voltage regulation? So voltage regulation is nothing but, especially for transformer, voltage regulation is a measure of change in voltage magnitude between secondary and the load side, receiving end side. Therefore, you can write the expression as voltage regulation that is equal to E2 minus V2 divided by V2 into 100%. For power factor, lagging power factor, the expression will be like this. So you have to take care of the symbol. This will be positive. For leading power factor, this will be negative. So let us go back to the question. Our question is, transformer can have 0 voltage regulation at leading, lagging, unity power factor and 0 power factor. So here I can say that transformer can have 0 voltage regulation at leading power factor. Why should I choose this answer? Because look at the equation. Please look at the equation of voltage regulation. So there is a feasibility of leading power factor. If you look at the voltage regulation, I2 R2 cos phi 2 minus I2 X2 sin phi 2. Look at the terms. There is a feasibility. If both the terms are equal, the voltage regulation will become 0. So I can go for the option A, that is leading power factor. I hope it is very clear to everyone. If you are having any queries, so feel free to put up in the comment box. I'll reply. So leading power factor. So moving on to the last question, a 10 kVA 200 bar for 400 volt single phase transformer is supplying its rated current of 25 ampere. The input current is likely to be. Okay, let us solve this question. kVA rating anyway 10 kVA. So primary voltage V1 that is equal to 200 volt. Let it be 200. V2 is also, secondary is also given. How much it is? 400 volt. Okay. Then the transformer is supplying its rated current of 25 ampere. So let me call I2. I2 must be 25 ampere. I need to calculate the primary current. I1 I have to calculate. I1 I don't know. So you can use the formula I1 by I2 is equal to I1 by I2 is equal to V2 by V1. V2 by V1. From this I can able to calculate I1. I1 is equal to V2 I2 V2 I2 divided by V1. So V2 means 400 into I2 is nothing but 25 whole divided by V1 is nothing but 200. Please solve this. So 0 and 0 will be cancelled. So this will be 2. Anyway, the right answer is 5 into 25 into 2, that is 50 ampere. You may choose option A, but it should be more than. So read the question. The input current is likely to be. It should be more than. Okay, not exactly. We cannot predict. It should be more than 50 ampere. So I can go for option C. Option C is the right answer. Okay, option C. Go for option C. C is the right answer. Option C is the right answer for this question. So this you have to remember. These kind of questions can be expected. So we can anticipate those questions will be asked in the examination. So we found many more questions related to transformers. So let me come up with more questions in the upcoming session. Finally, thank you very much for watching this video. So once again, I'm repeating, if you are having any queries, feel free to put up in the comment box. Let us have a discussion. Thanks a lot for watching this video.